Sometimes, to gain a winning edge, the slightest adjustments in your performance can lead to large improvements in your game. So watch for those small details in game film. Take seemingly trivial criticism to heart, and never settle with how solid things seem to be. Within just a 5-minute stretch of a game, players are more focused and exhausted than in any 1 hour of practice. Herein lies the shortcut to greatness. The greatest become the greatest by not differentiating between practices and games. Players should put as much effort into a simple drill as they put into the last minute of a championship game. You can be content with what you have, but you can also choose not to be. You can be dismayed by temporary failures, or you can choose to keep striving onward. It's a funny thing about life. If you refuse to accept anything but the best, you very often get it. I once had a young player who wanted to be great. So we played him with the older group. He got destroyed every game, but improved wildly. One day his mom begged the coach to play him at his age so he could see his greatness. But the player found out and demanded to remain on the older team. And that's the mindset that eventually made him great. Show up as often as you're able so that your teammates know they can depend on at least you. People are more apt to show up to practices and games if they know others will show. So don't sabotage yourself by creating an environment in which that trust is low. Driving to forfeited games is the surest way to discourage parents to quit their efforts. Imagine the toughest game atmosphere. Now imagine if that was the only basketball you ever knew. Like growing up in New York, you'd either be forced to quit or adapt. So be grateful for the times that are too hard to handle, and seek to have as many of those moments as you can find.
Yo. Hi. Hard breathing through kid on this madness, yo. Nairobi, are you ready for this? I don't think so. Go get ready, big man thing. My people crazy, you better like it. Go get ready, my people crazy, you better like it. Kuta, wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing and never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man. It's a party time. We can end it, but baby. It's a dazzle thing, karibu tu caliente. Give me this front fight, girl, I'm here to conquer, girl. In the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the baddest. The party just started. My body's in a hurry. I enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. Enter. Looking for a bad boy in the place. Ain't nobody bad. I'm a bigger man, careful, girl. Shock you in this reggaeton 10 times, girl. Good wonder. It's a dazzle thing, I never surrender. Pretty girl, good wonder. It's a dazzle thing, I never surrender. Go get busy, man. It's a freaky time. That's how we do it, man.
Yo, what's up? Hey, you know what? I'm not even gonna mess around. Let's just get right to it. Y'all know, I see in the comment section, we talking about LeBron. We got to. All right, listen. I'll just start off with this. I'm a Lakers fan, so maybe I'm biased. I don't know. But I'm also a fan of reality. No way LeBron just gets one game. That's crazy. He only got suspended for one game. That's insane. And I think there's a couple of reasons for this. And you guys can learn from this. One, maybe three reasons. Okay, one, he's a superstar. All right, so if you have it in you, become a superstar. Two, Joker only got suspended one game for what he did, and what he did was worse than what LeBron did, so they were like, oh no. So that's like a precedent. So make sure that when you set precedents, make sure that you don't give people unnecessary leeway. That guy that Joker hurt, he deserved it, but that guy's has been out 10 games because of like the whiplash, right? He didn't deserve all that, maybe. Yeah, it wasn't even, right? So, but because Joker, the MVP, the reigning MVP, he got one game. That shouldn't have been. That one should have been, in my estimations, like 4 games. 4 Jokers. All right, finding the guy for the little hit, sure, Morris. But LeBron looked at the guy like, this guy was like mad. He was going at like LeBron's like throat area, and like that's annoying. And it's the same thing as like Joker's thing. It was like, get off me, dude. But LeBron looked at him and then swung, so he knew what he was doing. But we all get emotional, and I think that's what people understand, because immediately after that, LeBron apologized. And that's what you're supposed to do. Immediately after Joker hit the guy, he put down his hand. And I mean, Joker's was like 7 seconds or 5 seconds later, something like that. So that's like, a little bit weird. And then, Morris just hitting Joker, I mean, that just happens, right? But what this guy did, Isaiah, what's his last name? Stewart. He kept getting calmed down, and then he would go crazy again. He kept running around people, and then he would calm down, running around people, bowling people over. Like, this dude was crazy. And, like, he was calm right before that. Like, right when LeBron was talking, he was calm, and I think he saw some blood. So, the last point is, stay calm. No matter how crazy stuff gets, no matter, like, what you might have just did, if you stay calm, people will understand. Even, like, if you do, like, the worst thing imaginable, whatever. If you did it, like, in the heat of the moment, people understand. But you have to be calm afterwards, almost like you're bipolar. All right? And I'm like the king of doing this, dude. Anything I do on the court, I'll do it, and then like right afterwards, I'll be like, sorry. I'll smile. All right? I don't know. I think LeBron tried to get his arm off his neck, and he missed, and he said, no, he did not. LeBron looked at him and went like this. By far, he hit him on purpose. All right, Rohit, let me remind you that a Dogecoin, Lamicki, was... let me see. Now Kim's at an all-time high. Oh, that's also the last part. All right. What Stewart did, they were up by like 12, 14 points. And LeBron was probably going to get kicked out the game. All right, because you're not supposed to come in contact with anyone above their neck. So he was out. The Lakers were looking horrible. And then after this whole melee, I don't know if you saw the videos of it, but like Westbrook came in there, like Jordan was out there, like even AD's soft butt was out there protecting LeBron, right? Even Vogel, like I looked at it over and over and over again. When this dude was running, this big, huge guy, I saw Vogel in the way, and I thought, oh, Vogel's gonna run. Vogel protected LeBron too. That's crazy. All right. And then Carmelo was on the other end of the tunnel, right by the security guard. Security guard's like, please move. He goes, no. Because that guy's not coming to get LeBron. And like they were protecting him over everything. So this might have like that. It might have helped the Lakers out for the season, but it definitely helped them out for the game because the Lakers came back so quickly and they just like blew the chains off the game. So this guy lost a game for his young Detroit Pistons team. You don't need to do that. You can't let your mind get to you. And we always talking about to Blaze about these moments. You can't let your emotions take over. You know, because again, he was calm. He wasn't that hurt. And then he saw blood. And I mean, I guess this guy's done stuff like this before, but like, I mean, he just went absolutely insane. Bruh, Rohy, do you know who he is? You sound like Skip Bayless. John, I'm on the road again, and my data is weird, so don't do the trivia yet. No, you're leading a trivia. You get no help, buddy. No help. Coach said some bad about Braun. Skip would never. No, Skip Bayless hates LeBron, I think, right? Yeah, he's crazy. Anyways, but I think he secretly loves LeBron. That's why he always talks about him. Yeah. No, Skip just likes the money, and I think he says whatever people like, so he goes against LeBron just for the heck of it. But anyways, this situation, when you compare this one to Jokic, this is my overall thought, okay? One, all four guys did something bad. Okay. There are, I guess, 8 different scenarios and what they did and how they acted afterwards. Okay? The least guilty of all those 8 was this guy, Isaiah Stewart. Beef stew. All he did was push on LeBron. Now, should you do that? Is it a foul? It is a foul, and he got called for that foul. So let's say that, right? But he's the least guilty. He's the most innocent. All right. The way he acted afterwards, however, is the most guilty. All right. He never got calmed down. And it was like, it was a shame to like humanity. You don't act like that, especially in Detroit where you have the malice of the palace. So this guy's first place in innocence and last place in guilt. Okay. Because of his act and his actions afterwards. As for the rest of them, I would say Morris did the least in the way he acted. And he also did the least in the way he reacted because he was on the floor, knocked out. So he was kind of like not even involved in this stuff. Out of LeBron and Jokic, LeBron's was, that's tough. I think when you punch someone and you draw blood, that's the worst thing. And Jokic could have punched him in the back, but he didn't. He hit him on purpose, and like he didn't punch. So I think he was like very reserved in his reaction. So I'm gonna give it to LeBron being more guilty than Jokic, and the act and how they reacted. However, Jokic's reaction was worse than LeBron's. LeBron immediately calmed down, immediately said sorry, backed away. No one held him back one time. And Jokic, he got hit, waited like 3 seconds, and then rushed the guy. So that shows you he had a chance to think about it. So you're going to get less leniency because of that. So for you guys, again, I'm only saying all this to say, keep your mind about you. All right? Don't lose that. Your mind is the greatest tool that you have. And especially in these moments when everyone's going crazy, you got to be calm. All right? You don't necessarily have to be calm all the time. And we talked about it yesterday. But at the end of games, when everyone's going crazy, when everyone's insane, when there's like a fire in the house and there's like, I don't know, like a guy outside trying to rob you, that's when you need to be calm. All right? Cade Cunningham was running after Isaiah Stewart everywhere on the court. And every single scene of this melee where you see Isaiah Thomas, you see Cade Cunningham within 1 foot of him, trying to catch him, trying to grab him, everything. So you got to give a lot of credit to the number 1 draft pick from Detroit. And maybe this might be his like defining moment as a leader, because there were no other Detroit Pistons players there. They couldn't keep up with him. This guy was right there helping him out. And as a rookie, that's a big time move. So gotta give him credit as well. Anyways, Laker fans, LeBron tried to help the man. He flicked his wrist. He flicked his. LeBron ain't that strong, dude. Anyways, let's move on. Quote of the day. What do we have here? Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. All right. And if your dreams are to get punched by LeBron, push him in the face. Follow your dreams. Make sure that you guys have dreams, first of all, okay? And list your dreams and say your dreams. But you do want to follow your dreams. And it's not just to reach your dreams, as I've said many, many times before. All right? You follow your dreams so that you have dream following practice. All right? So you guys don't know what you want to do in your life yet. You guys don't know. I mean, no one knows. People my age don't really know what they want to do with their lives, right? I'm a very lucky person in that regard. But you guys don't know. So in the meantime, practice following your passion. You guys all think that you want to go pro, right? But it's going to change to a lawyer, doctor, dentist, whatever, grocery store employee in the future. So in the meantime, practice that. Follow your dreams as hard as you can go, all right? And develop passion in your life and keep the passion in your life and make it an intricate part of your life, whether it be like, the passion that you have, whether it be the effort that you put into that passion. Make those things integral in your life so that you can't take them away, basically. I don't follow dreams, dreams follow me. I'm sure that they do, homie. All right, my dream is to dunk him Rohit. If you dunk him Rohit, I'll give you a coin. Anyone who dunks a Rohit gets a coin. All right. Finn cannot dunk. Finn can't touch the rim, dude. No way. Maybe now he can. Maybe now he can. So follow your dreams. What do I have? Elementary school, we got horseshoe shots, 180 poly for shots, pick and roll defense. Point guard pass the ball ahead. Under 15 seconds up by 4, and deflections. All right. For horseshoe shots, that's just going from one block around both elbows to a shot. This is a pregame warm-up. After you make the pass, you check to see the other line has the ball, and then you run around them as you slightly show hand. Make sure that your inside foot is pivoting. 180 poly for shots. All right, 180 is a handoff, and then the poly cut is when we come off the screen and then go across the court. So just watch it real quick like here. All right, and what do I have? What do I have? I have this right here. All right, so what poly is this. 180 poly for shots is going to be this. As I dribble the ball over here and I hand it off to him, that's 180. It's just a handoff. All right. Then poly is an Iverson cut. So the guy that handed it off, he's going to step low now. This guy will come up. He'll dribble over. He back cuts all the way to this side. This guy goes over that screen. And that's poly. So it's 180 to poly. And he catches to score, backdoor cut, spin move, whatever, drive and create for people. All right, whatever you happen to see. All right, and that's 180 to poly. But when we do it for shots, as soon as this guy makes his decision, whatever, then everyone else has passed the ball from the baseline. Then they can shoot shots as well. All right, so that's 180 to poly to shots. Can you leave at 7 a.m. so I can go to all? I don't know what that means. I wouldn't drink a volleyball. What are you guys talking about here? John, Sunday shooting is good. I'm grabbing rim? Oh, are you really? That's pretty good. I was grabbing rim in 7th grade. Okay, Finn Kaufman. What team did you make? Oh, Sean, did you try out for your team? Let us know how it went if you did. If not, for any 9th graders, I can find some games for you guys. All right, Roy says he's in, sorta. All right, if he doesn't have a game that weekend or something. And then we have Lucas. If we have enough, I can find some games. We can team you guys up with the 7th graders, and we can find some games. So if y'all want to play and keep practicing, we got that. Rohit, I guess, is going to practice after his school practices, so we got that as well. All right, pick and roll defense. All right, this is very, very important, so I will show it as well. All right, when we're going over the pick and roll, guys, it's not that difficult. But all right, let's say we're here, whatever. All right, and these guys are playing defense. Defense. First of all, you guys cannot be over here guarding your man. You can't be like that. All right, you can't leave them out here on an island. All right, you have to play help side. Play help side. You screw everything up when you're playing there. Nothing can happen when you guys are that close to them, because now you've bogged down the court. All right, as he sets the screen and he comes off the screen, the way that we want to play defense, the way that I think is like the hardest, is just to bum rush this ball. And you have to go over it. You can't go underneath the screen and give him a way back. You go over it and you bum rush him, so that the only action that he has is to go backwards. And you just leave your man. Now, of course, you're leaving the roll guy wide open, right? Well, out of these 3 help side guys, right here, this guy, and this guy, it's the guy closest to the baseline, right there. It's him who's going to rotate over, okay? It's the closest guy to the baseline who will rotate over, all right? And it's that guy, as he leaves, he steps all the way in front and completely denies. Don't play like kind of defense and like allow him to throw the ball kind of. No, you're not going for a steal. You're going for a denial. Because if these guys can stay on him and force him to back up all the way like this, and that guy left his man, now he's quicker to leave his man, and you're rotating over. Now these guys will play center field. So this guy has, the only pass that he has is a bullet right here to over there with 2 guys on him. Imagine him being like a quarterback getting bum rushed by 2 guys. It's not happening. All right? He definitely can't pass to that guy. He can't pass to that guy. The only pass that he has is him. And we want him making that pass. Unless he's LeBron or Ben Simmons or Luka, he ain't making it because these 2 guys are right there to steal the ball. All right, so that's our pick and roll defense, and that's what we must do. But it all starts with this pick and roll part right here. It all starts with 1, being in help side, 2, forcing him to the screen, 3, as he comes over the screen, we just double team the crap out of him. All right. So he has to go backwards. We just rush. This guy's trying to steal the ball. This guy's trying to stay in front. And then we must rotate over. It's that guy that will make it a home run play. And then everyone else, just man up and get ready for a steal, because you guys have the steal. It's easy. All right. I know that's steal, but I'm not wrong either. At 6'7", you better grab him. Duh. I wasn't 6'7" then. I was like 6'3". In like 7th grade. But yes, I was 6'7" by 8th grade when I was dunking. Ben Simmons is not making that, coach. He's not making the shot. He makes that pass like in his sleep. All right. Lonzo is a guy that might make that pass. He doesn't pass well out of double teams, though. He's more like a fast break passer, but he's definitely capable of it maybe one day, but taller players can make that pass. It's very, very rare when you see a guy make that pass. All right, to finish up, we got point guard, advance the ball ahead. When you catch the ball in the outlet, the best thing to do, instead of just dribbling fast or whatever, you want to, step long, dribble long when you dribble. But the best thing is just to pass the ball ahead. If you're a good point guard, a great point guard in a great situation, you're not taking one dribble. You're just catching, hitting people. That's the best point guard, right? If you have to dribble so much, you're not really a point guard. All right? If you can hit people on a dime, you're a point guard. In this situation, passing the ball ahead is the best way to create a fast break, because a passed ball moves faster than any human. Under 15 seconds, up by 4. So if there's 13 seconds left, we're up by 4+ points. Maintain the lead by not giving up easy buckets. All right? We don't want to, like, we're like kind of playing like keep away, but you're not trying to score. All right. but you're still running your press break. You're still running your plays. Zach last weekend, he kept running away, and it's like running down the court with his head turned to the ball. He would do that on offense and defense, and I'm like, dude, heads up! And they threw it ahead of him a few times for like some points. Because he wasn't looking at the ball, he's just running back down. And then on offense, it was like, dude, look up, they're pressing us, and he's like left us in the dust. You should always be looking at the ball. All right, so make sure that if there's if we have a lead and there's about 15 seconds on the clock where they can still press us and get the ball back, we all have to be into it mentally and focused on the ball so that we can do press breaks, so we can do everything right, correct. And then deflections +1. This is what we play, just 5-on-5 scrimmage. And if you get a deflection, like any kind of like tip ball on defense, any kind of tip ball, whether it be a block, a steal attempt, even if they get it back, it counts as 1+ points. And we're doing this because deflections, they keep people out of their flow. All right. And I don't want you guys gambling, but I do want deflections. And then offensively, you want to prevent deflections by passing the ball with your correct hand, by twisting and passing, rather than just throwing the ball across your body and right by your body. All right, and then you want to speed by people, especially, so that you can create some movement on help side, so that people are more open. Backdoor cut, so screen well, so that deflections will happen less often. Deflections is actually a stat that's kept for very good teams. It's not on ESPN or anything like that, but the deflection stat is very indicative of what might happen if you counted the deflection stat, I'm sure it would be up there with the best defensive teams. So deflections are huge. Bro, what are the Sixers on? Cade Cunningham for Ben Simmons trade was just offered. Was it really? Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't mind sending Ben Simmons to Detroit. It's wouldn't even be anything. It's kind of like Siberia at this moment. Like when you don't like people, just send them to Detroit. You're out of the league, buddy. You're in Detroit now. So that could work. All right, moving on. We got our story of the day and then come back with trivia.
The beginning of the story is the same for everyone. The beginning of the story is when you've reached rock bottom. For no story is interesting without that element and without everything that comes next. So in the end, it's not whether you get knocked down. Everyone gets knocked down. It's whether you get back up.
So in the end, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get back up, okay? That's how every single movie is. That's how life is, right? And that's how you should be. I realize dude, like, you're gonna fail at some point in time. You gotta just keep going, all right? And if you fail, that's just the best part of the story right there. Like if you watch a movie and there's like no bad parts, it gets pretty boring pretty fast. So see your life like a movie and see your strife as something that you can overcome and make it amazing. All right. Ben Simmons to the Guangdong Tigers. Maybe. Do you animate these? They're really good. Thank you very much. I animate them with technology. I can't draw. All right. But yes. It is my voice, and I do pick the music. Does that count? It does take like an hour to make each one, but it's fun, and I enjoy doing it. But, so yes. So when you hit rock bottom, man, that's only way to go is up. All right? So make sure that you guys continue to go forward in your life, and make sure that you guys keep doing what you have to do. And trivia time! We got no Connor rest today, so Finn gets to extend his lead unless Sean Amin beats him, or I guess Rohit, if Rohit ever wants to jump into this party. All right, the question is, oh man, this is a good question. I don't know the answer. I think I know the answer. I was wrong. Okay, all right, I did not know this answer, so you probably won't either. But if you do, you do. Oh, this is kind of weird. Okay, so the Wizards, don't keep in mind that the Wizards were once the Washington Bullets. All right, the Wizards were once the Washington Bullets. Keep that in mind. But the question is, who was the all-time leading scorer in Wizards team history? Wizards/Bullets team history. Who was the all-time leading scorer? All right, let me know in the comment section. First one to answer it wins, but you can only answer one time. You're not allowed to answer multiple times, so you get one guess and one guess only. That's just to keep people from throwing out random names, okay? Who is the all-time leading scorer in Wizards/Bullets team history? There's been a lot of good players to really come through all this time. And Sean Amin got it, man. That's what Sean does, baby. He is a spoiler. Sean is a spoiler. That's what he does, and he's killing it. And Sean Amin with the win. Man, he was asked not to win. He was asked. I don't know. Sean brings it, man. Sean knows what he's talking about. Trust me. Sean is a trivia prince. He's not a god yet. He's a prince. All right, that is the answer. Good job, Sean. Let's move on. Check out the homework real quick. Who's been posting? What have they been posting? We got shots in the Tatum Stairs. We got Rohit with the jump rope. Saw you, Rohit. Keep going, Rohit. Great job. Rohit with the bid shots. The bid shots are the homework for the month. If you guys are doing the homework, you can rip the page out of your book if you want to photocopy it, but you can write down the homework every single day that you do it and then turn it into a coach. All right. Again, great job with all the stuff, especially if you guys are posting. Keep it up. All right. It's only a prince to a god, baby. That kind of sounds like it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. You're not fooling me with that fake deep talk. All right. Middle school. Drives and rotations, 180 tangent for shots, down screen, screen away, 3 for layup and shot, 10 seconds tie game, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. And then for the high school, we got spin move series, 2-on-2, 2 triangle, 4 post middle, poly pyramid, and 0 to 3 seconds up by 3, 10 plus seconds down by 3 with free throws. All right, all this stuff is for our elite team practices on Tuesday and Thursday. Cannot wait for those to start. They are awesome. They're a great bonding experience. But don't forget, as great as these things are, to keep showing up to the actual workouts as well. And speaking of workouts, we got our attendance to watch out for. All right, make sure that you look for your attendance on our website. All right, when you're here, all right, you can just check on the rosters page to see your attendance. All right, you can scroll up like this and see that Connor Rush is kicking everyone's butt, of course. All right, but anyone in the top like 10, you get some extra coins. All right, anyone in the top 50 gets something. All right, so that's basically everyone to begin with. But yes, and you can see where you are amongst everybody, where your initiation times are, where everything is, who's joined the elite team, who's just a member, who's a redshirt person, who's a 3 to 5 year old. We have all this stuff on there. Connor Rush is our only VIP member right now. Also on the main page, I've added view our staff. You can view the staff. You can look through the staff's links. All right, all of our staff members. That's my brother. That's my mom right there. But you can click on them to email them if you want. But on mine and Calais, we have a whole bunch of links. This goes to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can add us on social media. You can also see our portfolios. Like if you click on Calais right here, it goes to her stats. Ad blocker detected. It's okay. All right, but you can see her stats and her history right there and read all about her. All right, if you go to mine, I believe it says like my resume and my stats. I believe is one of them as well. Where am I? Right there's like my stats and like my history, I suppose. And you can even check on our video highlights, so you can see Calais highlights, my highlights right here, where I was in Taiwan and boom, dunking and stuff like that. And then lastly, you can even look at my poetry page if you click on that one. So I have a whole bunch of links. You guys can check us out like that. What else is there? I'm in the top 50. You are in the top 50. No, I asked you like many months ago. I was like, hey, do you want our award for the top 50, and I can send them out to everyone who made it. Do you think that we should do that? And you said like you're not that interested, or like maybe you didn't even respond. So I was like, oh, screw it. They're just like little dog tags with your name on them. But I already ordered them, and I did not order them for the California kids. But I mean, it would have cost me a few extra $100. So I was like, maybe it's not worth it because I don't know if you guys want it. But know that you made the top 50, and know that we do respect the heck out of you. All right, so no, you do not get it. but everyone else does. So make sure you guys show up to the December 12th award ceremony. Show up to that. Show up to that. And then also our December 20th through 23rd winter camp. Sign up for that now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all of the challenges. All right. On the challenge page, I'm going to go through all of the challenges. So if you click on the curriculum right here and click on challenges, this will be our camp. I'm going to talk about the things that we just can talk about, but we're going to actually do the workout card stuff. We're going to do a Hall of Fame workout. We're going to, we're going to do, we'll talk about the strategy stuff. We can do some of the drills for the clinics. We can do these drills as well, like shot, 10-minute drill, things like that. We can do some of the homework stuff, like spin the ball on the fingers, things like that. All right, but we're going to do all the pick and roll stuff. This will be our camp. We will do all the different Euro steps as well. I felt like that would be a fun camp to just go through the entire thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Pull up the text. No, I asked in the in the live stream. So it happens. All right. Anyways, we can figure something out for you. And who knows? If you keep coming to this and keep dominating the trivia, we might be able to get you in the Hall of Fame, man. I don't know. You've done a lot for us, really, and I'm really looking into that for our next year, possibly. But you guys, great job. Don't forget the quote of the day is to follow your dreams. It's my creation. It is your creation, man. Anyways, you guys, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later. Keep working. If you're showing up tonight, I will see you then. All right, everybody. Peace.
It's a party time. Go get ready. Big man T, my people crazy. You better like it, yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and Kenya on this madness.
Ati spola pole wesi mi roga mama sita mi ufanya madem wenye wanabaki kujishika iwe dancehall ama hip hop buda mina wakilisha tunabo tuko party tunaban hii weekend weekend yo hashtag check it tunaban press it to the one cha 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 madem wako hapa wanadai tu vijiti wanjiti kwa kiti waresh wako fiti weekend tunaban adiche wanja for the G top on the panty
Kuja, wonder. It's a dancehall thing and never surrender. Pretty girl, Kuja, wonder. It's a dancehall thing and